After another long moment, this one about 10 minutes length, the big door partially opens. Shira peers out from the dim foyer beyond the door. Alibi can almost feel Georgia lurking there in the darkness behind her. "Alibi?" Shira says. "Alibi Jones? You shouldn't have come here." "Shira?" Alibi asks. "Or is it Lady Lovera?" Georgia is there. She flings the door open and emerges with a gun in her hand pointed at Alibi. Shira cowers as she moves aside. "Yes, Alibi," Georgia says. "You really shouldn't have come nosing around." A little surprised, Alibi backs up warily and mentally prepares to defend himself. He raises his hands in at least a temporary surrender. "Now that you have," she says, "I must insist you come in." Georgia signals with her gun for Alibi to join them inside the manse. The women lead Alibi to an old-fashioned library in the estate. Georgia nods at an antique chair next to a roll-up desk. "Sit down," she says. "Shira, go get the duct tape." Alibi sits. Shira returns and starts wrapping Alibi and the chair with duct tape. Georgia keeps the gun trained on him. He stares at her until she frowns and starts talking. "I knew you were trouble when I met you last night," she says. The Lady Andrea told me you were an old boyfriend, well." "The jealous type, huh?" Alibi sasses back. "She's the only reason you're not dead already." "Guess if you'd sentence a shipload of innocent colonists to death, you wouldn't hesitate to kill little old me, huh?" Alibi says. Georgia scowls at him, angry. But Shira, next to her, seems alarmed and confused. "What?" Shira says. Tremaine shatters the moment, opening the library door and innocently interrupting. "Director Georgia," Tremaine says, strolling into the room. "Great news! Just heard from the colony ship over the relay. They're about a day out from Tremaine stops, alarmed at the sight of Georgia holding a gun on Alibi. "Tremaine, you old fool," Georgia says, angry. "Go pretend to be important somewhere else." The man looks truly confused. "Director?" Tremaine asks. "Oh dear, what's going on?" George's eyes bulge a little, fed up with the older man. "Enough!" She shoots him. Fwash! The beam from her gun blasts Tremaine, doubling him over as if punched in the abdomen as he flies backwards from the impact. "I won't let it all fall apart now," Georgia says, sounding slightly frantic and angry. "Shira, get Aaron. Bring the transport around front." Georgia holds her gun on Alibi as Shira leaves the room. "What the hell are you doing?" Alibi asks. "Tying up loose ends," she says. She trails off. Georgia takes a box cutter out of a pocket and extends the blade, glaring at Alibi. Box cutter in her left hand, gun in her right, she walks over to Alibi, duct taped to his chair. She walks around behind the chair, out of his line of sight. "Turning disadvantages into advantages," she says. He sees the flash of the box cutter's blade. She brings it down just behind his left shoulder blade and starts cutting through the duct tape, slicing down on the side of Alibi's chair, all the while holding the gun at ready in her other hand. "We'll put you and the old man on your cruiser and fly you into a star somewhere," she says. "Two loose ends tied off." Alibi feels the duct tape loosen as Georgia cuts below his left hand. He tests it, bringing his now free arm's elbow up into Georgia's chin. "Ugh!" she grunts. Alibi looks down at a stunned Georgia as he gets up. Still half stuck, he tries shaking the duct-taped chair off of him. His back to the door, he doesn't see a big man in a mechanic's jumpsuit come into the library with a gun in his hand. "You're crazy," Alibi says. She shouts past him. "Aaron!" Aaron brings the butt end of his gun down on the back of Alibi's head, knocking him out with a thunk.